have free shipping and handling on everything today. I found out about yesterday. Like, I didn't find out about the 6 months ago that today was free shipping and handling on everything. I literally just found out about it yesterday, so super excited. All right. Let's talk about our next item, Signature Club A by Adrienne. Adrienne has been in the skincare business for decades. This is one of her, I mean, when she comes for a visit, she really brings it, and this is the double set. So you're seeing the values because you're getting 2 of everything. You're getting 2 of the Rapid Transport C Infused Multiceutical Wrinkle Blaster Night Serum, $110 value. You're getting 2. The Rapid Transport C Infused Caps with the Inhibit A-Line Wrinkle Block technology. That's a $79 value. And then 2 of the Infused Double Hyaluronic 1,000 ounce of gold volumizing day cream, broad spectrum SPF 30. Yeah, guess what? You're getting 2 of those. So, and I think this is it right here. I will show you. So this is the day cream. And this is, first of all, it's glorious. And you have that broad spectrum SPF 30. And you know, if you can do one thing for your skin, having an SPF, but they are not all created equally. You wanna have one that makes your skin look beautiful. You wanna have one that's not gonna clog your pores. You wanna make sure you have like at least an SPF of 25 or more. This is an SPF of 30. And you're getting not 1, but 2 of them. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. By the way, the capsules with her collection are crazy, crazy popular. When, you know, I mean, when you're talking about someone who's been here for over 20 years, she's written 3 best-selling books. Her books have been translated into 11 different languages. Adrienne knows skincare. Take a look at these before and afters using the products of the Dynamic C Age Defying Doubles. What you want from vitamin C is brightening. See the brightening? The reduction in the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Men, women, everybody. Look at this woman's forehead. Look at the before and after. This is after using it for 2 weeks. Look at the difference. If you want this to be you, give it a try. You know, $22.49. You're getting 6 products. It's double up, double up, double up. And by the way, her capsules are so incredibly popular. Thousands of, I think we have some kind of image that shows how many have been sold over the years. But it is amazing. Formulated with royal jelly. Is it really? Over 133 million of capsules of the Rapid Transport C, of these capsules, not just capsules in general. These capsules, over 133 million. By the way, each capsule, the product inside, when you open it up, you give it a little twist. It is fresh vitamin C. You know, you cannot have it, you know, with sunlight, degrades it. So this is inside the capsules. And so you get that brightening. You get all the benefits. And these capsules, you're going to love them. You're getting 2, 2, 2, and 2. So Signature Club A is here for a visit as part of the birthday. Now, whenever they're here for a visit, they always bring big specials. That always happens. But when it's the birthday month, you're really getting double, double, double. It is a $259, it's actually less than half price for the value of what you're getting. Really incredible results that you're gonna be hoping and getting. It's the double up. The Rapid Transport C Infused Caps, there addresses the signs of mechanical, biological, and environmental aging. So you can see all 3 of it in these before and afters. Long-term benefits, well, you gotta continue to use 6th generation capsules so that there's been 5 other incarnations of this. And it has all the benefits of the previous incarnations plus octapeptides. The formulation helps reduce the appearance of lines and wrinkles commonly caused by repeated facial expressions. And that's really the #1 reason that we get those wrinkles. The capsules contain the perfect amount for 1 application. So you don't have to say, gosh, I wonder how much I should use. This is your first look of the visit. And